Time now for Talk of the Town. And Nick Rothschild is here with me. Brady King is off tonight. And Nick, man, this one it's right here or right here. Heartbreaking, gut-wrenching loss. But you can say great season all you want, and it was a great season, great job by the Rams, but that doesn't make anybody feel any better tonight.
No, and I think the thing that hurts me the most, there's a laundry list of things, but the Jalen Lake shot will be forgotten. He made the shot to win the game, and because Derek Queen won it a few seconds later, well, no one's going to remember Jalen Lake, but I will, because that's what hurts my heart right now.
You got Jalen Lake, who was a senior. Neek was a senior. Ethan Morton, senior. Bourne was a senior. So 4 important seniors are leaving the team, and now they got to hold on to Nico Medved.
Well, that's the thing, Lionel. We're kind of moving into a new era in college sports, right? And this is the first year since 2007 that an 11 seed or higher has not made the Sweet 16. And I think we're going to see more of that because of the transfer portal. You're not able to keep teams together for as long as you used to be able to. There's a lot of changes coming, and it feels like this opportunity for CSU to make this Sweet 16 run may have been the last chance we had at a true Cinderella.
All right, let's talk about the Nuggets now. Giving up for dead after the Portland game.
Oh, my God.
You're an embarrassment. You're a joke from the head coach, and now they come out and beat the Rockets, who had won 9 in a row.
So it ends up being a wash, right? You should have beat Portland. Tougher game against Houston. You end up winning. Maybe you shouldn't have won. Who cares? At this point, Lionel, this is where I'm at with this Nuggets team. I'm not interested until we get to the playoffs, okay? Too much can change from game to game. We don't know who's going to be in, who's going to be out, how healthy the players are going to be that are actually playing, and none of this matters till we get to the playoffs anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and hit snooze on the Nuggets until we get to the postseason. Then I will evaluate where we are in that first round series if we think this team can win a championship or not.
Well, Joker has missed 4 games in a row, probably 5 in a row. That bothersome impingement in his ankle, I don't know. That worries me a little bit, but you're right. I don't care if they finish 2, 3, or 4 in the standings, get to the playoffs, but to make a run, they got to stay healthy because everybody together, healthy on that team, they're a championship contender. If one guy's missing 2 or 3, it all comes apart.
Now, make no mistake, this team is a Jenga tower, ready to topple over at the slightest quiver. You pull one of those guys out of the starting lineup, or frankly out of the playoff rotation, we'll call it the 8-man rotation, they are not good enough to win a championship, especially if you have to go through OKC. They need all of them there, and they need all of them as close to 100% as possible, or this thing ain't happening.
Well, the Rockies set their opening day roster for Tampa Bay on Friday, and all the young players that they talked about, Bill Schmidt and Bud Black, like the youngsters this year, that's what's going to help us contend. That's what we're excited about. They sent them all to the minors. Veen, Dolander, even Drew Romo, Jeffrey Yan, the crazy pitcher that people will pay to see, they're all gone. It's the same old story for the Rockies.
Man, you'd think we'd get used to this. I've been following this team my entire life, but the ineptitude at the very top is just astounding. You end up talking out of both sides of your mouth if you're Bill Schmidt because you tell the media, you tell the fans that there's a great crop of young talent that's just ready and waiting to burst onto the scene. And then none of them are on the big league roster to start the season. You make the Nolan Jones trade to make room for a guy like Zach Veen. And then you send him to Albuquerque? My heart rate is going up because I just get so frustrated with this team. There is no reason to bring in a 34-year-old like Nick Martini into this group. No reason.
The worst owner in baseball for sure.
Bar none.
Bill Schmidt, BS, right?
Perfect
and then,
moniker.
Hey, let's go. Tyler Freeman, Nick Martini, Kyle Farmer, and Jacob Stallings. World Series, here we come.
The only thing we can hope for, Lionel, is that this team loses so many out of the gate that they just have to start calling up the guys from the minors and punt. And let's see what these guys have. If not, it's going to be another 100-loss season with no interest.
All right, thanks, Nick. It's time for a break, but when we come back, we got a great story from Brady King about a great new sports program in Denver Public Schools. It's going to have a wonderful impact on the community. So stay tuned. We'll be right back on Denver 7 Sports.